You have no, not that it's not real.
Oh, okay.
But you have endless avenues available to you to get experience, to get inspiration. Go on a retreat. Go to the top of a mountain at sunrise. Like, you have so much time and
pretty
resources.
Much basically like, okay, if you can't write music, go enjoy life real quick. Go explore something new.
Yes. Go kiss a stranger in the Applebee's parking lot.
Wait, hang on a second now. Hold on.
Listen, that's experience. People write about that. Y'all. People write about that.
Hey,
I don't know what you're talking about. People write about that.
Hang on a second. But even still, this just, in other words, go outside, talk to people,
touch some grass.
The reason why I asked if you believe in it or not is because some people say if you are just enjoying it, love doing what you're doing anyways, it'll just come to you. And if it's not, a lot of people say, well, then this isn't the feel for you. Which is why I always talk about the production and stuff, because everybody does want to just experience life and stuff. But again, if you're under a label and they're saying get in here, do this, you gotta meet in here. It's a job.
Artistry,
but that, I think that in a different conversation is something to talk about, like music and other art forms
and just
becoming
commercialized.
But I believe even as an artist and it being your job, you can be a writer and have writer's block. Like, your job can be to write, and you sit here like, I have nothing.
Some people say that's what causes it, is by forcing ideas.
Exactly.
Party next door
which is why, like, as an artist, and you have like the resource to unplug. So not necessarily like we're right up against a deadline, but like you've been trying to write for weeks and nothing is happening, and you have the resources to go somewhere, to just out of your body, out of your house, go on a hike, go to an island, get some relaxation, get a massage, like do whatever it is that'll loosen up that.
Some of these artists ain't paid like they you think they are.
That's facts as well. Yeah. But then, like, listen, I don't know what to say about that. Like, don't floss.
In other words, if you don't work a true 9 to 5, go and enjoy life. Like, your job, like, if your artistry is your work in a sense, your life experiences also influence your artistry. So therefore, you have to go enjoy life in order to
not necessarily something major that costs a lot of money, because I know like that's the way you're making it seem. Like I'm making it seem like take a trip, this and that.
No.
But like, if you're an artist, I'm gonna assume you've been an artist for a while.
Yeah.
You have to have your things. You have to have your coping methods.
When this happens to
process. Me, this is my list that I go through when I am in a block and I'm in a rut and I have no creative inspiration. This is my list of things. Like, I think it's the same with like your mental health. You're in a low spot. You gotta know your list. You gotta know your things that
your coping mechanisms.
What is my movie? What is my song? Do I need a shower, a bubble bath, or whatever? Yeah. So I think that it needs to be the same for artists, in the sense of like, okay, you've been writing for a long time. This ain't the first time that you've had writer's block, song block.
This is reminding me about 𝐕𝖎𝖈. He needs to drop that album. You need to drop your album, man.
Do we ever believe TDE? Like,
man, look, TDE is my crack. I love TDE. I am a TDE fan. Let me tell you something. Listen, all the artists they have signed
are fire.
Are fire. I mean, look.
No doubt.
Again, I have to wonder what's going on behind the scenes. Is it that you're taking the time to craft perfectly every album? Or is it just that 9 out of the 10 songs you write just ain't it? And I'm not questioning the pen of anybody at TDE.
No, we're not.
But I am just saying we don't know what their process is. We don't know how they, put this together. And for, everybody's different. But I think the best thing about art is there really kind of is no better way to express, like,
how you feel.
How you feel. The human condition.
When it comes to certain things, though, because y'all know this is an album. I've been waiting for this to be an album. I love my girl Solana.
It's coming out?
Well, no, so listen. At the beginning of the summer, I feel like, or not the beginning of the summer, but like the beginning of this year, earlier this year, she was talking about having an album. She want to drop it, this and that. And there was something with Punch that, like, she would tweet about. They would be, like, arguing with each other. Like, through tweets. Albums being held up by Punch, I can't do anything, and then he's saying something back. Like, this might be like something I've made up in my brain, but I remember seeing these exchanges on Twitter. So it's like some of these things are just, they're held up by the label, they're held up by the higher ups.
Well, and that's why I was going to ask next, right? Again, we hear that these people are masterfully crafting these albums and stuff, do we appreciate it more when somebody drops consistently, or do you think it is kind of awarded or appreciated more when somebody takes their time in the music space? Because sometimes the label will refuse to drop it if they don't think they can sell it.
Well,
they'll say you're flooding the market, and they do that. There are certain companies like QC that will just flood the market.
Yeah.
You're having a song every month. We're gonna go viral every month. But that, I feel like, is where you get that good old burnout as an artist.
I guess I'm agree with the latter of what you said earlier.
The time taking.
Time taking, because.
But do you think it's actually rewarded? Is what I'm.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're asking two different questions.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So like, in other words, it's rewarded as far as from the labels, in a sense.
Like from
society,
the market,
right?
Yeah.
Society. I feel like we do reward it a lot of times because